Alrighty folks, it looks like we got a bonus video today. I would love to wait and release this video tomorrow, just so I'm not doubling up on one day. Keep you guys clamoring for more, but there's no way that I would be able to resist not opening this today. So this is basically going to be an unboxing video. Hopefully the glare won't be that bad when I take the plastic off it. Faces at the BBC, complete BBC concert and session recordings, 1970-1973. This did just come out this year. I don't know what date it came out. I just now saw it the other day. And I was like, holy crap, I have to get that. Because I love Faces. They only have one live album out. And I've never heard it. I can't even think of the name of it off the top of my head. But supposedly it was really poorly done. And poorly received. And they only did like one run of it. And then it was so bad that they didn't even bother releasing it again after its first run. That's just what I've heard. I don't know if that's 100% fact or not. I'm trying to take this plastic off here without using my scissors so that I don't scratch it, as I'm prone to do, and also not tear the hype sticker. Let's see if that's, yeah, that's much better without that plastic on there. This thing is a beast. 8 CDs and a Blu-ray. So I'm not gonna lie, it was a little pricey. It was on sale, which makes me think that it didn't just get released, but it's been out for a little bit. Like I said, it did come out in 2024. So let's see what we got here. Oh, man, this thing is mighty. You open it up, you got your 4 CDs right there. So big I can barely fit it in the screen. That terrible glare on the glossy there. And then on the back here, there's your other 4 CDs and your Blu-ray. Because I'm definitely going to have to dig into this immediately. Let me see if I can figure out how this thing opens up here. Looks like a sleeve. Looks like the booklet slid in here. It's like a monkey trying to fuck a football. Alright, so we got the big old booklet here. Not very user-friendly as far as holding up for people to see. It's basically the size of a vinyl. Looks like there's all kinds of information in here. I'll read the CDs off to you here in a second. So this thing's chock full of information. Alrighty, so let's see what we got here as far as on the CDs go. CD 1 has John Peel's Sunday Concert from July 5th, 1970, and John Peel's Sunday Concert from November 29th, 1970. CD 2 has John Peel's Sunday Concert from May 23rd, 1971. CD 3, Sounds for Saturday, April 1st, 1972. CD 4 is John Peel's Sunday Concert, February 25th, 1972. CD 5, In Concert, 1973, not originally broadcast. CD 6 in concert, April 21st, 1973. And CD 7 has Top Gear, John Peel, March 28th, 1970. David Lee Travis, Sunday Show, March 15th, 1970. Top Gear, John Peel, September 19, 1970. Top Gear, John Peel, December 26th, 1970. And then CD 8 has Sounds of the 70s, Bob Harris, May 3rd, 1971. And Top Gear, John Peel, October 5, 1971. I think October 6th, sorry. And then the Blu-ray is Sounds for Saturday, April 1st, 1972. Was that on a CD here? Yes, that was also on a CD. That was on CD 3. So, of course, I know what Top Gear is. Dave Lee Travis, Sunday Show. I'm assuming people in England know what that is. And Bob Harris. One thing that, when you worry about these like this, is you worry about a lot of repeat tracks. And when I was reading on it, the guy said, oh yeah, there's a lot of repeat tracks on there. Like, Stay With Me is like on there like 4 times. And this song is on there like 3 times. And I'm like, well, that's not really that bad considering that there's 8 CDs. If those are like the most egregious examples of redundancy, then I'll be quite all right with that. Not to mention the fact that the Faces are known for, changing up their songs. The way they didn't just play them straightforward every time. And that's like one of the reasons I did not get, for an example, this thing's so thick. It seems like there's something else in here, but I don't guess there is. I think it's just really well put together. It's sturdy. It's not flimsy at all. This booklet's a little flimsy. They could have fattened it up a little bit on the outside, make it a little sturdier. But like I said, I was saying an example would be UFO Strangers in the Night. They just released that monster set. Was it this year or last year? I think it was last year. And it had like 8 CDs in it. And, I love Strangers in the Night. I love UFO. It's one of the greatest live albums of all time. But I went through each CD, and there's so much redundancy, obviously, because it's all recorded on the same tour. But there was really like only 3 songs that weren't repeated numerous times. And I was just like, man, I just can't, because I think that thing was like $130. I was like, man, I just don't want to pay $130 for 8 versions of Dr. Doctor and Rock Bottom. Great songs, but do I really need 8 versions of them? And, since it's the same tour, they're all delivered fairly similarly. Yes, Michael Schenker changed up his guitar solos, but I just couldn't bring myself to purchase that one. So if this one, now it doesn't look like, I don't know, these all, one CD has 8 songs, but the others all look like they got anywhere from 10 to 12. There's another one that's got like 8 songs on it, but all of these look like they got like 10, 12 songs on them. Maybe 3 of them have 8 songs, the others have double digits. So I'm looking forward to getting into this. If you guys aren't Faces fans, I would suggest starting with their debut and proceeding forward. As I've said before, one of the great tragedies in rock and roll history is what Rod Stewart would become after the Faces. Pretty much after Faces, he started, I mean, even though he was doing his own solo thing at the time, also, he pretty much completely went in a commercial direction after leaving Faces. So, anyway, I don't know how long it's going to take me to slog through this thing, but I'm going to be doing my due diligence over the next few days so I can give you guys a review. In case you guys don't know, Faces were Rod Stewart, Ronnie Wood, Kenny Jones, who took over for Keith Moon after The Who, and Ronnie Lane and Ian McLagan. Alrighty, I managed to get through this unboxing without turning off the phone. Alright, you guys have a good one.